Welcome back to my shop. The last video I finished the 3 balls and countersinking the handle where I'm going to wrap it with leather, and I'm going to wrap it this time with, if I can find it, here it is, 1.5 millimeter round. It's just a little bit bigger. I know you can't really see that real well, but it's just a little bit bigger than the other, and it sets down in the handle really nice. So be the first time, I think. No, it'll be the second time I wrapped with 1.5 millimeter. I might switch to that because all the other ones have been 1 millimeter, and it takes a lot of wraps to do a handle, this long with a 1 millimeter. It looks nice, but I think the 1.5 will look just as nice. But anyway, in this video, I'm going to do the end where the cane end goes on. That's what these are, actually, are cane ends or chair feet. They're universal. One package will say cane ends and the other one will say chair feet. So anyway, I don't go, this is a 1 inch, and I don't go any smaller than or bigger than this, because on a cane or a walking stick, it looks so clunky with a big old rubber end sitting here. So I take it down, and then I'll taper this down so it'll just match the edge here. So that's what I'm going to do with today, and then I'll probably sand it down and stain it, and then I'll probably tomorrow, then tomorrow I'll put the first coat of polyurethane on it. So I'll include that. I'll include the staining, I'll include the polyurethane, and I'll, of course, show you how this turns out. And I suppose that's about it, and I am going to shut her down for right now so I can get the camera set, and we'll come back at you. Okay, I started working on it a little bit before I turn the camera on. Don't know why, just did. Anyway, I'm gonna taper this down with a knife. So far, I'm gonna taper it till it just almost touches the dowel size here, because it has just a little edge around here, and we'll have it meet down to about there. So that's my plan anyway. Okay, now I got that done. I got it all tapered a little bit. It didn't have to be tapered a lot because I left a little shoulder here. I'm hoping I got enough of the shoulder taken down. And I don't know if you could see as I was doing this, I used two different kinds of files. I used a real rough, fast cutting, and then I switched to a smooth. This is called a lathe file, actually. That's a nice smooth finish on it. And a lot of, you don't have to use a file if you don't want to, guys and gals. You can actually wrap a piece of sandpaper around a file, like this, and use it if you'd rather. Does a fine job. just like that. And good thing about that is it don't let you pit it if you're using your finger or your thumb or whatever. And it's small enough where you can adjust whatever you're doing. Anyway, excuse me, that's how I do mine. And I'd say that's gonna be about it right that on there. So now I got to figure out what I'm going to do for another design. I love doing designs. Let me move the camera around here. I love designs on walking sticks. I wish I was better at carving, because I would carve every walking stick I ever made. But with this, I just want to get it looking nice. So I can show people, what I can do. And of course, I want to sell these things. But I just don't know. I'm thinking I'm going to go with the brass tacks, because they're quite showy. I like them. I don't know if I got one out here. Nope, nothing out here with brass tacks in it. But these are actually, I got these brass tacks from Track of the Wolf up in Minnesota, and they're a black powder place. If you're into black powder, building black powder, or any of the horns or tents or teepees, boy, I'll tell you, Track of the Wolf out of Minnesota, it's just a fact. I'm not getting any promotion or anything. I'm just stating facts that I've used these guys for years and years and years when I was in heavy gunsmithing. And now I started using them again for the silver inlays and these wonderful little brass tacks. I hope you can see them. They're just awesome little buggers. And you can get them in 2 different sizes, but they're very, very nice. And this is what they used to, like I said before, they used to decorate their muzzle loaders with, especially the mountain men. So I really like the looks of it on a darker wood. So I'm thinking about that. I don't know what it will be. So I'm going to turn the old camera off and do some head scratching here and some thinking. And talking to the wife, I bounce my stuff off of her, because she's got an eye for fashion and design. She'd have been great for designing clothes and stuff. She's fabulous mind and eyes on that. But anyway, I will bounce some stuff off of her too and see what we can come up with. So I'll be back at you in a bit. Well, what I decided to do was I'm going to just, I'm going to sand it and then stain it and then do the tacks. First I'm going to go over it with 180 and then 220. I don't get real excited about getting an ultra smooth finish on it right now, because after the stain gets put on it, it raises whiskers up on it anyway. So then I take that down a little bit and then do the polyurethane, and then I do 4/0 steel wool on the polyurethane, and then do the polyurethane again, and sometimes three coats, and it comes out just as smooth as glass. So let me get the camera adjusted down again, and we'll get going. Okay, I'm going to start staining this. Got my gloves on, stain, and I'm going with it's called Special Walnut. It's lighter. And we've got one heck of a storm going on out here. And I only use a piece of cloth to do my stain. So, as you can hear, I don't know if you can hear the thunder or not, but it's a booming. Might have to give it another coat. I'm gonna let it dry. Might have to give it another coat. Let me get my gloves off here. So we'll have to see. I'm gonna let it dry for about an hour, hour and a half, and see what another coat will do. Decided I'm going to have to give it another coat. I don't know. I'm hoping that it will darken it up a little bit more. If not, it's all right too. Once the polyurethane hits it, it darkens it a little bit that way. But anyway, let's hit it. That's going to be the size of it there. I think it'll turn out pretty good. I think the darkness will be all right. Get my gloves off here. And when I get ready to do a polyurethane on it, I will get back at you.